We're back for the final game of the weekend. Force against the Port Huron Flags once again here at Kentwood Ice Arena. For today's game, I'm going to attempt the running clock on the screen there, so it's not going to be accurate. It'll be close though, so it'll give an idea of how much time's left. Onto the ice first for the Force. On defense is going to be Warner and Blackburn. Fraze will go. McDonald. Defended there by Blackburn. Poked off his stick. Shot down to the corner. Upended there's Warner. Centering feed blocked away by Blackburn. Gathered by Warner. Murphy Fraze with it the other way. Sends it in deep. Up to Legault. Fraze gathers it. Tries to center it to McDonald. Can't get it through. Dumped on the doorstep there. Picked up by the Flags. Easton Legault with it still on his stick. Finally gets it knocked away. Back the other way. Cross ice feed connects. Port Huron. Blackburn down low. Lifts the stick. Still in the skates. Warner there, covered up by Hosier. Hagen with it, sends it up to Bodorf. Bodorf, Cumberland, Hagen. Dumps it in deep. Picked up by Hagen. Squirts past him. Kept in by Martin. Bodorf defends that, sends it back in deep. Goes right to Hagen. Makes one miss. They all get onside. Hagen brings it in. Shot off the side of the net. Centering feed. Cumberland couldn't handle it. Port Huron the other way. Defending there is Bodorf. Trips up. Port Huron. Penalty. Bryson Bodorf. Force will go to a penalty kill. Match up the time there, 11:05 left. Penalty killers for the Force is going to be Fraze, Kelly, Blackburn, Potts. Shot from deep, skips right of the net. Port Huron sends it back in deep. Blackburn there to get it. Knocks it away from Port Huron. Goes up to Fraze. Into the skates of Murphy. Picked up by Potts. Clears the zone. Cora Kelly there for the Force. Chips it up and out. Murphy hot after it. Shot from deep. Deflected off of Potts into Hosier. Covered up. Zaremba, face-off won by the Flags. Shot from deep, deflected in front, cleared by Warner. Behind the net is Hagen. Port Huron gathers it up. Defended by Zaremba. Get it up high, shot from deep, way over the top of the net. Picked up by Hagen. Hagen, Legault, Zaremba. Short-handed down the ice. Hagen. Centers it, right to Legault. Shot goes left of the net. Warner to gather it. Zaremba back to Hagen. Hagen to Warner. Skips into center ice. Dumped back in by Port Huron. Warner down low. Penalty has expired. Back to full strength is the Force. Hagen on the boards. Around behind the net. Warner's there, tries to stick lift. Puts Port Huron out of the way for McDonald to pick it up. Port Huron around the back of the net, feeds it right into the slot. Can't get anything on it. Kick to the sideboards. Zaremba there. Wraps it around to Warner.
Rotate high, Scotty. Scotty, still rotate now. Scotty, rotate now. Now go back in. There you go.
Harrison Hagen there to pick it up for the Force.
Right on it, Ross.
Through center ice, he's got McDonald with him. Centers it there to McDonald. McDonald feeds it on net. Goes off the side of the net. He's upended. Cumberland's there. Martin tries to keep it in. Hops his stick. Goes to Fraze. Murphy gathers it back up. Backhands it towards the goal. Kicks to the side. McDonald's there. Martin to keep it in. Into the skates of Fraze. Fraze gathers it, stumbles, blows a tire. McDonald to defend. Colliding there is Cumberland and Hagen. Martin, shot, save, Hosier. Gathered by Martin, sent up to Fraze. Murphy on the boards. Martin with it. Right to Port Huron. Deflection there on that shot was Harrison Haggett as he blocks the attempt. Max McDonald in the corner. Gathered up by Hagen. Hagen and Cumberland. Hagen by himself. Hagen puts it in. Harrison Hagen with the first goal for the Force. And the clock is back to right, 7:07 left here in the first. Blackburn tries to clear it, picked up there by Murphy Fraze. Potts loses Port Huron. Center it up, that's Cumberland. Cumberland Westoff. Shot by Cumberland from deep, save Port Huron. Bryson Bodorf. Face off one back by Port Huron. Kept in by Blackburn. Blackburn sends it over to Potts. Can't handle the pass, kicks out of the zone. Potts, rink wide pass, can't connect with Blackburn. Upended Port Huron. We got an offsides. Kicked around. Kelly skates over the top of it. Bodorf sends it down the ice. Back on defense is Blackburn and Potts. Blackburn shovels it to the sideboards. Sends it down the ice. Port Huron dumps it back into Blackburn. Blackburn is attempting there to get it to Potts. Goes right to Port Huron. Shot. Save off the stick of Talon Hosier. Zaremba comes away with it. Makes a move on Port Huron. Loses the puck at center ice. Pass there picked off by Bodorf. Blackburn there on defense. Centering feed, picked off by Zaremba. Max Zaremba feeds it up to Bodorf. Bodorf and Kelly are the two ahead for the Force. Bodorf dumps it in deep. Force go for a change. Warner, McDonald, Hagen onto the ice for the Force. Legault now on the ice. Pass goes up to McDonald as McDonald enters the offensive zone. Loses it off his stick. Port Huron back the other way with Hagen back on defense. McDonald trailing close behind. Shot from deep. Easy save there made by Talon Hosier. Fraze take the face off. Up ahead's Murphy Fraze. Now Legault with it. Port Huron knocks it around. Shovel to the sideboards. Centered up back on defense is going to be Hagen and Warner. Stolen by McDonald. Hagen keeps it in. Warner back to gather it. Sends it up to Fraze. Fraze makes a move on one. Gets it knocked off his stick by Port Huron. Warner shovels it up into the skates. Port Huron back behind the net. Hagen to gather it. Hagen sends it up to Legault. Can't handle the pass, gets dumped in deep by the force.
Right there, Mark. Let me see it. On it, Easton.
Kept in Hagen. Hagen shoots it from deep, blocked in front. McDonald's upended. Fraze comes away with it. Shovels a shot towards the goal. Save for Huron. Bodorf take the face-off. Won by Port Huron. Cumberland steals it. Potts. Now Cumberland. Gay gets upended. Goes to Westhoff. Westhoff tries to center it. Potts back on defense. Sends it up. Icing waved off. Westhoff down in the corner. Port Huron. Rink wide pass. Connects. Back on defense is going to be Potts. Shot. Off the crossbar. Tip in by Port Huron. Blackburn shovels it out of the zone. Port Huron dumps it back in, offsides. Dumped in by the Flags. Blackburn back to gather it. Tries a centering feed, can't connect, wrapping around, feeds it over, deflected by Fraze. Knocked away by Zaremba. Shot from deep, blocked by Blackburn. Behind the net they go. Port Huron there. Shot goes left of the net. Kelly to gather it. Stick lifts, gets the puck, clears it out of the zone. Dumps it in. Blackburn chips it back.
Nice job.
There it is. Fraze with it. Hagen back to get it. Reverses. Sends it up to Legault. Picked up by Murphy. Taken away by Port Huron. Murphy Fraze the other way. Shot from deep. Goes left of the net. McDonald sends one towards the middle. Nobody home. Shot. Save, Hosier. On the ice in this last 25 seconds is going to be Bryson Bodorf, Easton Legault, Harrison Hagen, Max McDonald, and Brantley Potts. Hagen with it on his stick, makes one miss. We'll go at the blue line, cleared. Hagen, shot, goal! Harrison Hagen. Shot, save Hosier. Another shot right into the pads. Time expires. Two-one after the first. We got no time clock. Into the skates of Blackburn, goes to Hosier, cleared out of the danger zone there. Picked up by Port Huron, gathered by Westhoff. That's Cumberland Bodorf down low for the force. Cumberland comes away with it. Centers it. Goes off the side of the net. Kept in by Blackburn. Line change for the force. Hagen, Potts on defense. Zaremba, Fraze, Kelly. Face off one by Port Huron. Centering feed there knocked away by Port Huron. Back checking there is Murphy Fraze. Cross ring to Hagen. It's going to be Corey Kelly with it on her stick. Fed over to Murphy Fraze. Murphy around behind the net. It's going to come to Hagen. Hagen centering feed. Doesn't connect, knocked free by the flags. Potts with it, dumps it back in deep to Hagen. Hagen sends it around behind the net. Zaremba keeps it in. Taken away by Fraze. Port Huron back the other way with Hagen and Potts on defense, taken away by Potts. In the sticks, knocked free by Hagen. They gather it, feed it ahead, goes on goal, covered up by Hosier. Face-off won by Port Huron. Shot from deep, blocked in front by Bodorf. Martin keeps it in. Legault tries to send it down low. Back up to Martin, onto his stick. Feeds it towards the center, blocked by Port Huron. Goes right to Legault. Back on defense, it's going to be Blackburn. He pokes it away. Picked up by McDonald. Martin with it. Easton, Legault keeps it in. Max McDonald down low for the force. Bodorf feeds it around the boards. Kept in by Legault. Kick back to Blackburn. Blackburn feeds it up. Max McDonald with it. Upended. Legault comes away with it. Bodorf behind the net, tries to wrap around. McDonald now. Feeds it back to Martin. Martin centers it back to McDonald. McDonald fires one right of the net. Another one off the side. Bodorf back behind, wrapped. It's getting kicked around in front, knocked away by Port Huron. Still loose, still loose. We got a good goal. And I don't know who to give credit to that one. No, Bryson was in there. We'll give it to him. Picked up by Frey's shot. Goes right to the net. Warner back on defense. Puck taken away by Cumberland. Squirts out into center ice. That was taken away for a moment by Murphy. Shot deflected away by Warner. Warner stick lifts. Centering feed stolen by Murphy Fraze. Murphy upended. Shot goes towards the goal, save Hosier. On the ice for the Force is going to be Hagen and Blackburn as the defensive pairing. Zaremba, Kelly, Bodorf. Face-off won by Port Huron. Shot blocked out in front by Blackburn. Port Huron still with it. Zaremba comes away with it. Zaremba feeds it over to Kelly. Across to Hagen. Offsides. Face off won by Port Huron. Down low's Blackburn. Up to Kelly. Hagen tries to feed it over to Bodorf. Blackburn gathers, sends it off the boards, kept in by Port Huron. Back down low to Blackburn. Feeds it off of Harrison as it squirts all the way down the ice. It's going to roll, not for icing. And a nice hook there to stay above the red line. Hagen, Blackburn back on defense. Blackburn. Shot, save, Hosier. Zaremba behind the net. Poked off his stick, centering feed out in front, cleared away by Hagen. Bodorf to prevent that from going down deep. Sent down the ice, is going to have enough. It's going to go for icing. McDonald, Legault, Fraze, Warner, Martin. Fraze loses it right at center ice, dumped back in by Port Huron. Warner with it. Round behind the net. Makes one miss. Round two. Offsides. Murphy. That went into Port Huron's bench. Murphy to gather it. Makes a move. Dumps it in as Murphy Fraze. Down low is going to be Martin contesting for that puck. Centering feed. Port Huron falls down. This is going to be Westhoff after it for the force. Sent around by Port Huron. Cumberland. Martin. Good back check. Poked away by Warner. Bodorf there to collect it. Shot. It's covered up by Hosier. Line change for the force. Hagen Potts on defense. Zaremba, Fraze, Kelly. The attackers. There's Zaremba with it. lost it in his skates. Hagen has it poked away. Potts, Zaremba back for the force. Hagen to gather it. Sends it up, skips through to Murphy. Murphy and Cora Kelly the other way for the force, puts him in wash machine, gathers, shoots, saved. Hagen to collect it. Hagen through 2 defenders. Centers it. Still down low. Port Huron there the other way. Potts with it. It's going to be offsides on the force. Blackburn and Warner on defense. McDonald, Bodorf, Legault. Bodorf with it. Upended. It's going to be Blackburn back on defense here. Knocked away by McDonald. Fed back down low. Cross rink. Doesn't connect with anybody. Warner and Blackburn. Centering feed deflect away by Max McDonald. Saved from that shot attempt. Shot from deep. Touches the stick of Warner. Goes behind the net. Blackburn on defense. Pokes it away. Battling for it. Gains position. Comes away with the puck for the moment. Sent out by Port Huron. Kept in by Legault as he dumps it back deep. Trip there, Port Huron. Shot, save Hosier. The Force are going to go to the penalty kill. That's going to be on 82, Legault with a tripping. Shot. Saved Hosier. Gathered by Potts. Potts pulls the legs out from under Port Huron, and Westhoff is going to come away with it. Westhoff upended center ice. Port Huron around behind their own net. Frey's there for the force. As they dump it down the ice, Potts is going to be icing. .51 seconds on the Legault penalty. Bodorf, Cumberland, Potts, Martin on the ice for the force. Back is Potts. Pass connects. Backhand shot. Save Hosier. .38 seconds left on the penalty. Offsides. Hagen gathers it up to Bodorf. Bodorf centers it. There to pick it up is Hagen. Hagen turns, tries to fire it, doesn't get anything on it. Blackburn, Bodorf back for the force. Penalty expires on Legault. Kelly comes on the ice. Kelly with it. Blackburn back for the force. Shot is blocked in front by Blackburn. Sends a shot as Bodorf. After 2, 4-1 force. To start the third period, Zaremba, Kelly, Fraze, Blackburn, and Warner back on defense. Kelly with a shot here at it. Tries to lift it, doesn't get anything on it. Wraps back around court, Kelly with the goal. Fakes around behind the net, comes back. Down low is going to be Warner. Feeds it up to Kelly. Kelly's pinched off there. Kelly to gather it. Her pass attempt is stuffed. She gets it again down low. Sends it up. Chipped out of the zone there by Fraze. Dumped back in. Cleared out by Zaremba. Back down low for Blackburn. He feeds it down the ice. Blackburn into his stick and skates. Zaremba loses it there. Blackburn applies some pressure on defense here. Knocks it off Port Huron's stick, and Murphy Fraze comes away with it. Sends it down the ice. Icing. Shot, save, Hosier. Bodorf to gather it. McDonald up ahead. He's pinched off. Down low is going to be Martin with Hagen.
There you go.
Centering feed taken by McDonald. McDonald, Hagen, Legault, where the three out front for the Force. Feeds it up to Hagen. Hagen loses his footing. Martin back to gather it.
Right there, Finn.
Martin off the boards to Legault. McDonald keeps it in. McDonald in the skates. He's upended. Bodorf there. Oh, they almost had another stuff attempt. The goalie was going the opposite direction. Hagen to keep it in. Hagen reverses. Feeds it over to Martin. Martin with a shot from deep. Blocked out in front. Martin tries to keep it in, hops his stick. Coming away with it is McDonald. Lots of space as Port Huron went for a change. Feeds it up to Bodorf. There's a great feed by Hagen. Shot from deep. Goes left of the net. Hagen gathers it, feeds it over to McDonald. Back to Hagen. Hagen with a shot that gets deflected out in front. Hagen with it again on his stick. Fires one off the crossbar. Skips high of the net. McDonald pinched off there. And Bodorf stick. Shot over the top of the net. Sustained offensive pressure here by the Force. Getting a change here. Cumberland and Potts on the ice now. Kept in by Martin. Still keeps it in. Defense is getting a change here. Fires a shot. It goes wide left of the net. Blackburn on the ice now. Still on the offensive end for the Force. Potts tries to knock that one away. Too many men on the ice. Penalty here on the Force as they're going for a change, and the puck went into the skates during that. So the Force will go on a penalty kill for a minute 30. Shot from deep. Knocked away by Blackburn. Gets onto the stick of Potts. Cumberland Fraze the other way for the Force. Murphy ahead. Tries to backhand it around. Upended in the corner. Cumberland. Fraze comes away with it. In his skates, still kicked around down low. Tries to gather it. Kicks left of the net. Another diving attempt there by Cumberland. He had one last game. Back is going to be Potts. 39 seconds left on the too many men penalty. Around to Murphy. Murphy chips it ahead to himself. Bodorf's up, couldn't connect with him. Potts. Fraze lifts a stick. He's got Bodorf. Tries to feed it, taken away by Port Huron. Potts couldn't keep it in. Blackburn gathers it. Tries to backhand it, loses it right to Port Huron. Disrupts that shot, making up for a mistake there. Port Huron's couple of saves there by Hosier, cleared away by Bodorf. Slap shot from deep, stopped by Blackburn in his skates. Sent out of the zone. Penalty expires on the go. Zaremba's on the ice. Bodorf. Shot from deep. Goes right of the net. Hagen onto his stick. Hagen, Kelly, Zaremba. Hagen. Pass it over to Kelly. Kelly with a shot, save, Port Huron. Warner and Hagen back for the force. Poke check by Warner. Picked up by Hagen. Hagen making a couple moves. Gathers it, fires towards the net, blocked in front. Warner fires it, goes off Kelly. Warner with it again, fires another one, blocked in front. Bodorf tries to stuff one. It's in the goal, Bodorf with a goal. Accidentally clicked on our goal there. I believe it's 6-1. We got a running clock now, so we're actually down to 4:40. So it's going to be off the rest of the game as the clock will run. 6-1 force. Fraze makes a move, beats two. Tries to turn and feed it, loses it. Martin with it. One back by Port Huron. Bodorf steals that pass attempt. He's taken out. Warner with it. Feeds it over to Potts. Potts tries to get ahead to Cumberland. Doesn't get through. Bodorf dumps it in deep. Puck taken away there for a moment by Cumberland. They gather it back up. Potts to get it. Sends it back out of the zone. Gathered by Bodorf. Bodorf around one defender. He's got Westhoff there. Shoots. Covered up. Under 2 minutes. Zaremba. Now the crowds are getting into it. Time's going to run down. It's probably going to expire. Score of this one's going to be 6-1 Force. .30 seconds remaining on the clock. That's it for the weekend. The Force are going to come away with 5th place after just missing the 4th seed by 1 game.